Welcome. Today we will be looking at how to write a narrative paragraph. Many writers start with a topic sentence, as it is an easy formula. For example, a topic sentence for a narrative may read, "It was the most exciting, unusual birthday party I ever had." The writer then supports the topic sentence by talking about how, when, where, why, and so on of the birthday party. However, other writers do not begin with a topic sentence. Instead, they begin by plunging readers right into the drama or the story and leave them to infer or to make an educated guess about the main point of the narrative. We will look at a narrative that plunges the reader into the drama. First, let us look at some pictures. Try to see if the pictures tell a story. Look at picture 1. What thoughts are going through your mind? Look at picture 2. What thoughts are going through your mind? Now look at picture 3. What thoughts are going through your mind? Now read the following story. As you read, try to visualize the narrative events and the order in which they took place. The other castaways. They had not gone more than 100 yards towards the cliff. Then there came the preliminary rumbling and roaring that they had come to associate with an earthquake. At the same time, the ground began to shake and shiver. Tom was sent reeling while he saw Mr. Damon and Mr. Fenwick topple to the beach. The roaring increased. The rumbling was like thunder close at hand, and the island seemed to rock to its very center. Immediately, the whole cliff towards which they had been walking appeared to shake itself loose. Then, in an instant, it was flung outward and into the sea, a great mass of rock and stone. The island ceased trembling, and the roaring stopped. Tom rose to his feet, followed by his companions, and he looked beyond, towards the place where the cliff had been, and cried out in astonishment. For he beheld, gathered around a little fire on the sand, a party of men and women. Some were standing, clinging to one another in terror, while some were prostrate on the ground, and others were running to and fro in bewilderment. "More castaways!" cried Tom. "More castaways!" And he added under his breath, "More unfortunates on Earthquake Island." Components of a narrative paragraph. 1. A narrative paragraph tells a story, either factual or fictional, about an event or incident. 2. The topic sentence can appear anywhere in the paragraph, or it can be implied. The topic in this paragraph is an earthquake. However, the main point of the paragraph can be inferred or summed up from the whole reading. For example, in the aftermath of the earthquake, when the island ceased to tremble and the roaring stopped, Tom and the others saw the terrified other castaways. 3. The writer uses several supporting sentences to develop his controlling idea about the impending dread and more unfortunates on Earthquake Island. The supporting sentences detail the events of the story or tell what the story or event is about, who it is about, when it happens, where it happens. Supporting sentences can present characters, a setting, plot, conflict and resolution. 4. When writing a narrative, you should arrange ideas chronologically in time order and tell what happened first, second, third, and so on. Well, some gifted writers do start in medias res, in the middle of the narrative. Others start at the end of the narrative and use the flashback technique. 5. The final sentence is the conclusion. Write an unexpected final description or summarize the material in a unique, surprising way. 6. Tell your narrative from the first or third person perspective or point of view. I, we, he, she, it, they. In this story, the first person narrator tells the story by describing his thoughts and feelings. 6. Use a consistent tense, either past or present. Don't switch. 8. Every story has a setting or the place where the story takes place. The writer sets the scene and orients the reader to the time the story occurred. The reader can identify with the narrator and understand the narrator's state of mind for the events. 9. The writer relates the central conflict or problem of the story, and the story follows rising action or conflict. 10. Usually, the writer provides resolution or a solution to the conflict. 11. Use appropriate transitions for narrative writing. Time transitions like after, afterward, before, immediately, subsequently, and so on. Place or position transitions like above, below, in front, there, and so on. 12. Always proofread. Follow these steps and you're sure to write a good narrative paragraph. If you like this video, then hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.